Alright, so what's going on in the NBA right now? So, I want to first talk about the Western Conference. So the Western Conference has all 8 teams that have clinched their seeds. Blazers are the 8th seed. Grizzlies are the 7th seed. OKC is going to be going in the 6th seed, matching up against the Rockets as the 3rd seed. Warriors are the 2nd seed. I'm sorry, the Warriors are the 1st seed. Spurs are the 2nd seed. And in the middle, at the 5 and the 4, they're really competing for their seedings. Technically, technically they still are. They got one more game. So, the Jazz and the Clippers are competing for 4 and 5. So, home court advantage, basically. So, where these matchups are looking right now, first round is the Blazers Warriors. Second round is the Grizzlies Spurs again. Seems like they go off every year. But point is this, then you got again the OKC Rockets, and then in the middle, for home court advantage, you got the Jazz, the Clippers. So those first round matchups are gonna be very competitive. You know, the 3, 6, the 4, and the 5. As for the 1 and the 8 and the 2 and the 7, I think they're kind of going to be a little bit easier to determine. But I wouldn't count out an upset. Let's be real, because the Memphis Grizzlies have upset the Spurs. They have been a lower seed and beat them. So they're basically assembled like the same exact way. So, hey, that series is probably going to be there to the end of time. So 2 gritty teams, I think. Maybe it could be Spurs in 6, but hey, or even a full 7-game series. You might even see the Grizzlies pull this one out. That's all I'm saying. They could pull it out. They have the defense to do so. But another outer matchup, 1 and 8, Warriors Blazers. I mean, Damian Lillard is a superstar. He could carry the team. Drop 59 on the way to the playoffs, so he thinks he can drop at least 60-something points. If Devin Booker can have a 70-point game, then this guy can drop a lot of points. But that playoff defense is going to be a little bit tricky. However, I think defensively, Warriors have great defensive players, but they aren't as good as they have been in the past years. I have to also talk about Cleveland as well, but that's for the Eastern Conference. So I have to give the props to the Warriors. I mean, offensively, they could just outscore you by like 30, and you could still drop 115. Like, they could drop 150 points on you, and it's just like, it didn't matter many points we dropped. We just couldn't stop them. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, JaVale McGee, Pat McCaw, Andre Iguodala, Sean Livingston, David West. Is that his name? David West. Yeah, David West. He's really playing great for them right now. Yeah, it's going to be hard to be upset in the first round. So, hey. They also have CJ McCollum for the Blazers, and I think that guy's coming back from injury. Nurkic. Nurkic. I need to research his name again. Yeah, I mean, if he comes back from injury, I guess they can win the game. Maybe another game, like, because they had a matchup last year. It looks pretty much as bleak as last year, except with Kevin Durant. So even if they got better, they have Kevin Durant, so it's gonna be really hard. Now on to the middle, which is the real fun, exciting matchups at 4 and 5, the Jazz and the Clippers. Now, winner of this series has to face the Warriors, presumably face the Warriors in the second round. So it's going to be a physical matchup, you know, good defenses all around. Our offenses are alright. So it might even go down to 7 games, you know. Home court advantage is going to be pretty important when it comes to these two teams in the series. So I'll leave it at that. And lastly, OKC, Houston. Bro, I was like, from like December, I knew this was going to be the playoff series. I wanted it to be the playoff series. I hoped that OKC would be the 6th seed and that Houston Rockets would stay the 3rd seed. And it happened. You get this. And a lot is at stake here, 2 MVPs going at it. 2 MVPs. Whoever gets the award or not. 2 MVPs. I'd only say Harden because I want Westbrook to be hungry for it. Sure, he's averaging a triple-double, and, that's crazy. He beat Oscar Robinson's regular season record for most triple-doubles in the season, so he's on pace to really becoming, the greatest of all time. The GOAT, But he needs a championship, I suppose. So if he gets it before Durant, this would be a good time to do it. But he has to go through James Harden, who's on the pace to becoming the MVP, to becoming the greatest of all time. Just needs a championship. If he does it before Durant, then so they both have similar storylines going into the playoffs. The fact that they're meeting each other in the first round is like the media coverage to this playoff series is gonna be pretty epic. Alright, so that was the Western Conference. You know what it is. Eastern Conference now. So, a lot to figure out. Pacers, the Bulls, and the Miami Heat. Everyone's favorite team, the Miami Heat. Admit it, you like them too. Miami Heat, most likable team out there, besides my own team. So, they're kind of really my second favorite team in the East because watching them fight like that. Alright, so I'll make a future video about what's going on tonight. But, peace. That's what Western Conference.